Both sides of a story. Both sides of a story. Knowledge is power. Class is in session, hour 106.
Turning and turning in the widening jar, the falcon cannot hear the falconer. Things fall apart. The center cannot hold. Mere anarchy is loosed upon the world. The blood-dimmed tide is loosed, and everywhere the ceremony of innocence is drowned. The best lack all conviction, while the worst are full of passionate intensity.
Hey baby, I just got back from town. Got the vibes so good. Turn my heart around. So the deal is already made. Now I understand them right. But it all comes down. And the buzzers and the hearts. And the judges and the mob. So go around. Just to see you free, but the ropes that bind you, and the role you play, and the pride that hurts you, when the big ones go away. Junkies want to change the world, quickly stays the same. Money junkies fire all the smart ones. Power junkies renegade, one step at a time. Let the hero. If the bad guys don't get you, baby, then the good guys will. Angels on the tape, and gangsters in the yard. Hit on the walls for easy.
We have here Shenardo Weston. Good afternoon to you. And Richard Oldacre says, good evening, Mr. Malcolm. Is Wataguana Jamdong? It looked like the politicians only work here and live in foreign. LOL, says Richard Oldacre. Not sure what that is about, but I would imagine at some point I will find out. Thank you very much for the message. And we have some information here from Angelia Christian of the Angel Foundation UKJA, wanting members of the diaspora to know that Diaspora Day is the 20th of June, and it's an opportunity for members of the diaspora, whether because they are connected to that parish or by some other means, and you want to be a part of the project, you can get in touch, in this case, with Angelia Christian of the Angel Foundation. There are other groups of diaspora representatives who have projects and initiatives from St. James to St. Thomas, Negril, not to mention Negril, yes. So there are opportunities to make your contribution. Those who used to attend a particular school in a particular parish, a particular district, and you want to demonstrate your love for your home, your community, the community in which you were raised, well, here's your opportunity to give back. So a lot of that will be happening in, in a couple of weeks or so, or less. And we trust that we will all go out in our numbers to support, especially the educational institutions and the communities who are looking forward to the facelift in some instances that they will be giving some of these communities. And let's see, someone saying when we were talking about Waco in Texas yesterday, that he was driving through Waco, Texas for real. Well, whenever you drive through there, you just remind yourself that a Jamaican was responsible for the layout of that particular area, Waco in Texas. Good afternoon, Asher Ash. She says, good afternoon, Mr. Dervan. Just tuning in from London, England. Always good to hear from you, Asher Ash. Welcome. Thank you very much. As we continue to take your calls on 876-922-4112-5, 876-922-4112-5. And the text line, same as the WhatsApp number, 876-365-3346, 876-365-3346. We also have one or two leftover messages from yesterday as well. Alfred was commenting on an earlier discussion. He says, good morning. I was listening to Jesse last Sunday, Obi from Westmoreland Farm Show, when he interviewed a person from an animal pharmacy. Could you get from him the name of the pharmacy and pass it on? It's at Hypro. It's the pharmacy is at Hypro. That's what's the name of that place now? That area. There's a name for that area, but it's Hypro. That's where it is. And we'll share with you the rest of information so that you can make inquiries yourself. But they have the only the only animal pharmacy in Jamaica. So that's Hypro Ace Super Center in Central Village, Mandela Highway, Central Village. And I'm sure they'll be happy. Who was this again? I'm sure they'll be happy to have your patronage. This is Alfred. Hope you got the information. Thank you very much. Let's go to the phone lines. This one coming through on our text line, same as the WhatsApp number. 86. Now we'll come back to the program numbers in just a moment. Someone is on the text line, same as the WhatsApp number. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for calling. Hello?
Dervan?
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, man, first I want to congratulate the Reggae Boys, 1-0 victory.
Yeah, we join you in congratulating them.
Yeah, and the team in Dervan is we have a man that scores 17 goals for Jamaica, like Ali Mark used to score for Whitestone. Now, him to kick penalty a second time, I see this happening with Lee and Daly and now with this guy, they might try to give them a goal rather than make the man who has scored the goal kick the penalty. You get what I'm saying?
No, but you would have to be an insider to know what the plan is for them to set the field in a particular way.
No, but I'm saying with cool, I mean, I tell coach, I will so you want to follow up your second from where boy. The man who has scored the goal, I get the penalty, and the man not them, the Pele them, the Bernardo.
No, I'm saying nothing is wrong with that, you know. Nothing is wrong with that. But what I'm saying is, how do you know what the coach's plan is or the player's plan? You're not gonna see. Yes. Yeah. Unless it's your plan. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
If an MP come on radio and discuss an issue if it even involves sex, why can't other people evaluate what she say? You know, we don't do that, they argue it. Because of what I say.
I hear you.
Because the MP and politics, people can just take what people say after they see, etc., etc., etc. And she said a lot of things too. And voluntarily.
Okay.
But we would discuss Mr. Trump sex issues and things like that, you know.
All right, we're getting some interference now. All right, we're gonna wrap up because the call is dropping in quality.
Okay, 2 I'm in the library and talking kind of sort.
All right, thank you for the call though.
I said, there is the Bible, and you great men, Mandela, Marcus Garvey, Paul Bogle, Charles William Garden, Dr. Martin Luther King, and Starter. You will say, great people go through troubles and crosses and trials and all for conviction by even judges even in America or South Africa for a long time. You read enough William Moore, we can show people plan them fix if you put Mark Goldie in a Tivoli or Andrew Otis in a jungle or Dunkirk. I'm from just a Jew for Dunkirk. You do that's a guilty man before he kills even start. You take care of one love.
All right, thank you very much for the call.
All right, one love.
Take care. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Poro 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. This one, let's see. Let's go to this one here. Dervan, good day. Hoping all is well. Where's the rest of this message? No, we're not seeing see if we can find the starting point of that message. Sorry about that. I just saw a piece of it. All right, Dervan, good day. Hoping all is well. I'm confirming. Oh, this is an off the record interview connection. Okay. All right. There are a couple more callers trying to get in. This one here. Who is this now? Hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Good afternoon, Sir Dervan. How are you doing?
Good afternoon. I'm fine. Thanks. And you?
I'm good, and it's always good hearing, both sides of the story, all that you have to offer to humanity and our nation and the world.
We try.
I have a question. I was listening to the agenda,
Yes.
morning show,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm a bit, I'm not sure what adjective to use because I listened to, I wouldn't say the entire presentation by former Prime Minister PJ Patterson, but that bits about his view on certain officials not having dual citizenship. I heard something different. The organizer, the assistant dean of Faculty of Law view this morning saying there are media houses that are misrepresenting and twisting. Somebody even texted and asked if that's what he was saying. It's a yes. So I don't know if I got it wrong, but to me it was clear. PJ Patterson did say, he even gave example, by the head of the military, the head of the police, stuff like that, shouldn't hold dual citizenship. What's your take on it, sir? You mind sharing with us?
I am on the side of the law, so to speak, always. In other words, what does the Constitution say? Could we be in breach by making certain decisions? I believe in working from that point onwards. As a yes, I'm with the Constitution.
But I find it very interesting.
Sorry, one moment. I want to hear more from you. Just a moment, though, please. We need to take a break. One moment.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now 2:30.
Bag it and pin it, every rubbish in a pan. No dirty up the place, this up the island. So keep Jamaica, keep Jamaica. So make me breathe, keep Jamaica clean. Better listen to me, please. No plastic bag, no be a blowing at the breeze. Rubber garbage, disposal, recycle plastic, now make it pull up in the streets. Bag it and pin it, every rubbish in a pan. No dirty up the place, this up the island. So keep Jamaica, keep Jamaica. So make me breathe. I'm the National Solid Waste Management Authority.
Suffering from shortness of breath, heartburn, nausea, feel like an elephant is sitting on your chest? Could be a heart attack. Partners Heart and Health responds swiftly to cardiac emergencies. Visit us on the second floor of the Medical Associates Building, Kingston, or call 876-995-7425 for emergencies. When seconds count, we are your lifeline. Partners Heart and Health, your partners for life.
Just to see you free.
Thanks a lot for holding the line. Yes, I was making the point that I'm with the Constitution. Whatever the Constitution says, unless or until the Constitution itself says otherwise. Hello? Hold on. Hold a moment. Hold a moment. Let me make sure you're on. I'm hearing you, but okay. Let's go again. Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
You hear me?
Yes. Hearing you now. Yes.
All right. So I hear you, and I can appreciate that because I think, if I'm not being mistaken, Mr. Patterson did say that. That. But I'm saying the discussion now that you're talking about constitutional reform, I think we have a hello. It's not for this.
Sorry, we lost you for a moment when you were saying we have a.
kind of going in and out. I don't know if I'm sure.
Yes, we missed you at we have a. You remember that point in the conversation?
Now, you can remember, yes. Yes, we have a point. We're discussing
Sorry, are you moving about or are you at a fixed point?
I am about to stop. I'm moving about, but I'm about to stop.
Okay,
Give me 1 second, let me just pull off.
Yeah, that would help. Yes. This is both sides of the story. Yes, just giving you some time to pull over. This is both sides of the story. Poro 106 FM. Still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. Taking your calls on 876-365-3346. That's for the text messages and the WhatsApp messages. And then there's the regular call-in number, 876-922-4112-5. 876-922-4112-5. Let's try for that call again. Hello, are you there? No? Hello? Oh, I'm so sorry. Your line is not as good as it was at the start. Not sure why. But the caller, what you could do, it works sometimes. What you could do is just hang up and call back. That can work wonders sometimes.
Any better?
Yes, that's better. Yes. Yes.
Yes, good. So I see a couple more. You see, I tell you, we can learn some.
Lost a bit of what you said just now again.
But back to the Constitution, I think it's important that we state what is it that we want for the future. And I think that is what Mr. Pat is saying.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of holding on to the law and make it be a shackle, to say, well, the law said this, so keep it like that. I think we're at the juncture where we can put what we want in place for it.
No, I'm with you on that, I'm with you on that. That's all I'm saying is let's people should have an idea, as you said a while ago, what do they want, and to bring that into the discussion. But because it's something as sensitive as the Constitution, surely it would make a lot of difference to follow the procedures as they are outlined until or unless there is a change that is accepted by the people.
Gotcha. But were you fortunate to hear the discussion this morning or no? Because I'm still trying to figure out what is it that was twisted or misrepresenting by the lawyer. I don't remember his name right now, but he's the dean. He's the organizer for the discussion with where Mr. PJ presented.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear the conversation this morning with him and Jesse?
No, I was doing some work around the house, so I
understand.
Yeah, but the radio was on. It's just that I wasn't penetrating the discussion.
I don't know. He said that he's on speed dial. I don't know if we can get some clarity because all he stated, he started out by saying, he's disappointed because I'm paraphrasing now, not quoting. He's disappointed because there are media houses and people misrepresenting what PJ said where it comes down to the dual citizenship. And I'm like, yes, I hear what I heard from it. It's just that PJ did not call out the position of opposition or prime minister. But even the example that PJ gave, Mr. PJ gave by saying, listen, I was faced with it. Two of my people came up to me and in secret they mentioned that they possess dual citizenship. And I told them what is it that they needed to do, and they renounced without even being pushed or nudged. Like, we heard that clearly. So I don't know.
Well, you know how it is. People sometimes people hear what they want to hear. There are other times when they really heard something but have no way of of getting some verification from someone else who heard.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, but finally, before I go, I want more of the words this evening, but I think I'm just going to repeat my concern. I think it should, even if it's legal, it sends a clear message where your intention are. If you are a 100% national of that country, dual citizenship. I hear people, there's a joke now asking if the opposition leader is planning on going and vote and come back, that's why he doesn't want to give it up. Like, the ambiguity, like, we need to get rid of that. You understand?
Yeah.
And when I hear him saying, boy, this is a personal thing between him and his father, and I'm like, well, I would prefer him put me and my son future ahead of, God bless his soul. His father was a great man to Jamaica, but put the country before self. That is what I think a good leader should do.
That's the motto of Jamaica customs.
Sacrifice.
Country before self.
Right. Even I believe that every prime minister, every president, there are times that the decision that they make, sometimes it's against the family. Even my job. I took on a job now, I'm working sometimes 12, 13 hours a day, and I have my son, but guess what? I took a job that I only work 4 days, so that I give him 3 days to do whatever with him. I work on Saturday, and I wish I understand, but because of the things that I want to achieve, I'm like, listen, sometimes you have to put your job in front of your family. Sometimes you have to, as the leader and an opposition leader, I think, sometimes your personal issues, sometimes you just need to even mention them. That's what I heard Simon say. Like, certain things just even don't say them.
Yeah.
But thanks for listening to me, and I'm going to continue doing the good work, sir.
Thank you for the call. Please call again.
All right.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world, taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5, 876-922-4112-5. Let's see what we have here. Faye Weller says, good afternoon, Mr. Dervan and faithful listeners. Let us give God thanks for life. I'm here listening. Good to have you with us. Valerie Weller Peck as well. Mike Montgomery, good afternoon to you too. All the best. Cherry Henry, good afternoon. Greetings. Robert C. Gray, very patriotic Jamaican. He says, good afternoon, Dervan Malcolm. Thank God it's Friday. It's an extra special Friday because today is the last day of school. We reopen on the first Monday in August. And correction, he says, last Monday in August. No notification on your program, other sides of the story. You mean both sides of the story. What notification? Come again, please. Is that Audrey Smith in Southampton in England? Please explain, help us to set that straight according to your message. Thank you very much nonetheless. Who is this now? Let's see. This is the text line, same as the WhatsApp number. Someone is calling us on that line now. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for calling. Someone is calling us on that line now. But is not paying attention.
Good afternoon, Dervan.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. I'm just going to speak on your type of work. You're what Dervan, a broadcaster, journalist.
More of a broadcaster, but I dabble in journalism.
Line is cracking up.
I'm saying I'm a broadcaster who dabbles in journalism.
Okay. Do you think that our journalists in Jamaica, they are what I'll describe as being fearless?
It depends on your idea of fearless.
Or I should say, is our journalist is always thinking about this country to help to put it forward. I mean, is our journalists just going to work, or they are just there and to collect a paycheck and go back to their abodement?
Well, that kind of attitude is not unique to the profession of journalism or broadcasting. There people go through moods, have different moods at different times, etc. And there are those who are fixated on their job at hand and do their best to be true to the position that they occupy, especially if they're a member of the fourth estate.
Well, Dervan, I am thinking ahead of you people, as being journalists, because I'm thinking now is an opportune time to summon our three living prime minister in front of this nation now, and put them to answer certain questions.
Nothing wrong with that. It would be quite intriguing, I believe, to have a setting where we are able to ask penetrative questions of the leaders while we still have them with us. Having
Prime
a setting.
Minister.
Mm-hmm.
Prime Minister, and I'm speaking of.
Hold on, please.
The right honorable.
Hold a moment, please.
You're listening to Power 106 is now
2:45.
Coming soon, a new voice to the Morning Agenda team. Morning Agenda, speaking with the stakeholders, movers and shakers of our day. Morning Agenda, providing the platform for healthy public debate. And coming soon, a new voice to serve listeners in Jamaica and around the world. Stay tuned to the Morning Agenda on Power 106 FM, where we set the agenda.
Wield it like a knife, save it from the lies. Ropes that bind you, and the road.
Yeah, they might save it for the next election. Who knows? But it would be good to have that kind of a group of distinguished Jamaicans and their contribution, and being able to ask the tough questions within that space of when you, for example, when you were prime minister in the first term or the third term, why did you not allow so and so from happening or whatever? But it wouldn't hurt to have to ask those questions while we still have the ears of these distinguished ladies and gentlemen.
Dervan.
Yes.
Dervan, it is an opportunity now, Dervan, and I speaking of now, that our country is in a space now that we are speaking about constitution reform, and we are pointing finger, and this nation is still
quite divided.
Battling with healthcare and water crisis and inadequate road. So Dervan, now is the opportunity for a journalist to step forward and get these three personnel in front of us now. And without no opportunity, hypocrisy, ask them the question, why this nation is still lagging behind? Why this nation is still lagging behind? Mr. Right Honorable Portia, PJ Percival Pattison, Oret Bruce Golding, and Portia Lucretius Smith. Why? What really was your intention when you enter in that prime ministerial position? Was an opportunity for yourself and your cronies?
No, watch your language. Watch your language, please.
Was it an opportunity to help the Jamaican people to attain first world standard? But Dervan, and we were talking about hypocrisy in this thing before both of us started the Dervan. And when I mentioned cronies, you are saying that
we should. No, I'm saying we should be able to have a discussion without going there. We can't. Can we?
Yes, Dervan, but we need to take the bull by the hand, Dervan. We need to take the bull by the hand.
So we just go around and disrespect each other. That would be better.
Dervan, do you know that in some country, in most of the Americas, you know, and in Europe, you know, Dervan, if a prime minister or a leader of the country is found out that he or she is having an extramarital relationship, that is a red flag, you know, Dervan. Am I being disrespectful?
No, go on.
And Dervan, and I should not speak of the rest about if I'm going to be in trouble with you and your broadcasting team.
It's the same problem that we'll now keep having. If we keep that up, nobody will respect the institutions of this country, at least.
Dervan, we have seen lately that our past prime minister, PJ Pattison, was on a platform, and right now the Jamaican people is asking a lot of questions.
And by all means, ask your question. But the point I'm making, you ask your questions, but no need to be disrespectful.
No, Dervan, I'm not being disrespectful, but I am saying, Dervan, after Mr. PJ Pattison spoke at
at that town hall at the UWI couple days ago. People are asking, if Mr. PJ Patterson is still a socialist. A lot of people is asking, Dervan.
Why?
Because the same word constitution come up, Dervan. The word constitution come up, and Mr. PJ Patterson went in it, and him speak a lot that many PMP feathers have been ruffled.
Yeah, well, look, we all at some point or another will be held accountable for what we do or we fail to do. And so by all means, ask your questions and call out whoever you feel is not living up to his or her expectations. So nothing is wrong with that. But as I'm saying, what we don't want is a situation where we don't want a situation where we bring certain institutions into disrepute.
Yes,
unnecessarily so.
PJ Patterson poker jam at is I should say Mr. PJ was behaving like a scorpion king, stinging himself. So we need to get these past prime minister in one group to ask them if when it was their turn, what was their intention, because Mr. Mark Golding is fresh and clean, right? And Mr. Andrew Holness is a young man, and we don't know if Mr. Andrew Holness learn from his past predecessors. We do not know, and I should repeat it again. We do not know if Mr. Andrew Holness has learned the art of being a prime minister from his past predecessors. But we can say Mr. Mark Golding is fresh and clean and is coming in with a clean slate, a clean slate. This man, Mr. Mark Golding, is stainless, absolutely stainless.
Well, we hope it will stay that way. That would be a good thing if it stays that way.
So we need our journalists to be forthright, and when they hear Mr. Patterson say certain thing, them not twist and turn it, because we out here know when the PMP go bad. We out here know when and in which years the PMP went rogue. Have a good day there, Dervan.
Thanks for the call. All the best. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices, and still taking your calls and your messages. Let's see. This one says, where is it? See the few counselors who did not want to sweat to UK. Something is wrong here. Could not be seated until King Charles. Reality. Some things are missing from this one. We're born in Jamaica is what makes most Jamaicans. Mark Golding, same as we, UK, the head of state, all elected have to sweat to be properly seated. How can you be dual with your head of state? Nonsense. By the JLP, says this message. Oh, you meant swear, not sweat. Okay. Swear. See the few councillors who did not want to swear to UK could not be seated until to King Charles. Reality. All right, thank you for the message. Clarky Bless in Hunstown, St. Mary says, good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm. Happy Friday to you and your listeners. There is a proposal for the parliamentary term to be increased from 5 years to 7. They should be looking at decreasing the term from 5 years and at the same time give the people the power of recall. If an MP not performing, we have to wait 5 years. All right, let's go to the break and come back.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
3 o'clock.
The Auto World.
It's the only program on Jamaican radio dedicated to the world of automobile. It's the Auto World with Shelly Ann McLagan. Get news and reviews relating to vehicles and automotive technology. Learn the ins and outs of mechanical operation. Find out about the various stakeholders in the local and international automotive sectors. From auto finance to road safety to motorcycles, the Auto World is your one-stop shop for everything auto. That's the Auto World with Shelly Ann McLagan. Weekdays at 5:15 p.m. on Power 106 FM and the Power 106 FM app.
Thanks a lot for staying with us on both sides of the story, Power 106 FM. Let's finish this message and go to a call right away. So the person was saying, give the people the power of recall. If an MP not performing, we have to wait 5 years with all that non-performance, which is far too long. And now they want to increase it to 70 years. No way, says Clarky Bless in Hunstown, St. Mary. Thank you very much, Clarky Bless in Hunstown, St. Mary, for your message. Let's go to the phone lines once again. 876-922-4112-5. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
How are you?
I am fine, thanks. And you?
Giving God thanks. I was pain here and there, but I'm working on it.
You're on a very bad line, though, but let's see how much of it we can tolerate.
Let me see if we can move from where I am. I just want to send my union sympathy to the minister who got in an accident the other day, Minister Health.
Yes.
I want to send some sympathy on behalf of him on my members island-wide and the union itself. And I could sort of speak for the Confederation of Trade Union that the sympathy goes out. And I would just want him to be careful when he's going out on the early morning exercise that he could.
Hello? I think looks like the system has put the call on hold. Please try again, but we're having some issues with that call right now. Let's go on. Let's go on to another message now. This one from Horace, otherwise known as Spider. He says, "Good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm. About the final court in England that we are holding on to. Remember, we have no idea if and when they may kick us. They may kick us out. It's like this is the same story that someone sent last week, was it? About if I rent some analogy to renting a house from someone else and planning to add on an upstairs, even though I only rent the house from you. So you don't know when I will say to you, time come for you to go. How can you make plans for a house that you rent, a house that you don't own?" Let's go to the phone lines once again, 876-922-4112-5. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Yes, I've got everything cut off from here.
All right. Well, now you have too many devices on at the same time. So hence the noise just now.
I'm hearing you quite clearly.
Yeah, but there's a device there. There's another device there that is feeding from another one. Are you there? Hello? Yeah, but there's a reverberation in the back there. All right. In the meantime, we're going to move on. Thank you very much for your call. Sorry, we had an issue there. James in East London, as usual, checking in with us. Thank you. And let's go again, 876-922-4112-5, the numbers to call. Here are some messages, some fresh messages that have come in. This one says, Mr. Malcolm, didn't the government walk off the job when they abandoned the nation's business by walking out the parliament? And the opposition never noticed this? Well, everybody saw what happened. And it speaks for itself to get to the point where you walk away on your own team. Something that apparently had never been done before. Usually the walkout is for the other party. So yes, there was that. Richard Oldacre. Thank you for your message. And let's take a 876-922-4112-5. Hello, good afternoon.
Are you back with me now?
Sounding better. Go ahead, please.
Yes, I was only saying that the union and its members, United Union and the Senate sympathy, the minister was this accident.
Yes.
We send some sympathy for the minister.
Yes, we join you in conveying get well wishes to the minister.
Yes, and I'm only saying to you that the lands that are up in the university that is lay idle for years need to be built up with many rooms and beds for the people of Jamaica. I've spoken about it many times. So I'm only saying what happened to the minister and where would they find a quick bed to put him. They need to build up the place, put apartment up on the land of the island. What are all these lands they're laying down island for? So we are saying to the government, look at the thing. I think the minister had that in mind, but you know, so coming out of this accident, and he got a little time to relax and rest himself, should be able to allow him to start some instruction of building up in the university there. I was asking you, Mr. Malcolm, the mineral bathroom by Winwater, have you had any idea if it is open?
No, last time I went there was maybe 3 or 4 years ago. It was still intact from what I saw.
No, well, I think I heard something last week, like, I'm not sure. Well, let's check it out first, because
It's been a few years now. I'd have to walk that back.
At this time of the year when, you know, the time is so hot, a lot of people, young and old, want to go there. And it was a good water. It was very relaxing, you know. So I just call about those two things today. And wish the program well. And I understand you'll have some new people coming on soon to further the program with some discussion. I don't know what they are or what is it, what is up, you know.
Yes. So it is. That's the essence of life and the time changes.
Yes, you know. So I would like you to take it easy today. I don't want to stress the program. You have a lot of things to do and a lot of people coming in. But I think you're in Jamaica and its members say now sympathy for the minister. He's a hard-working man, and I'm advising him that when he goes out in the morning for exercise, he should never travel alone. No matter how powerful him is, no man is an island. So we must have his bodyguard and travel with friends, man. And the riding will be more entertaining, you know. So, Mr. Malcolm, please take it easy. Much more to say, but time is short. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the call. Take care. Here's another call coming through on our text line, same as the WhatsApp number. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm.
Good afternoon. We lost that call right away. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Okay, and enjoying the afternoon. I like your teaching, man.
Oh, that's very kind of you to say. Thank you.
Okay. I just I will be very brief. I just wanna say this afternoon that what we need in Jamaica, or the whole world today, is, you know, what is we are a lot of time we are fighting against one another. We can't find this peace that we are searching for.
Yes.
And there are 5 words that I want to leave this afternoon. Number 1 is who am I? Number 2, where am I from? Number 3, why I'm here. Number 4, what can I do? And number 5, where am I going? If we find the answer for these 5 questions and try to work on it, Jamaica or the whole world would be a better place. Number 1 is identity. Who am I? Our identity. And number 2, where am I from? Our source. And number 3, why am I here? Purpose. And number 4, what can I do have to do with our ability. And number 5, where am I going, our destiny. I want to use just 3 words, 3 T this afternoon, and it is principle, purpose, and potential. When I look on it, I notice that principle protect purpose and also potential. And potential without purpose is very dangerous because we can
be diverted. Sorry, go ahead.
You can. Yes, what are you saying?
No, I was just saying, yes, it can be diverted to make the point that you're making.
Yeah.
You have to be intentional about it. So it's one thing to have the purpose and the potential. It's another thing to bring to bear your skills to that particular moment or just generally within in your life. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, because having the purpose, and we know that purpose is our original God's or the original intent for a person or a thing to be around, or we could say God make everyone of us or everything on the earth have a purpose, was made for a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And what I was saying is that purpose without the potential is very dangerous, because if we come here for a purpose, and if we don't know a purpose, then if we know our purpose and we don't have the potential to put across our purpose, then we would have been maybe stagnant. Or so we could have look at it as if that principle protect our purpose, and it could safeguard our potential. Because principles we could say principles are inherent law, that govern us. Because if we don't have principle in this world, then we would have been so miserable, we would have been fighting against. And that is what lacking in our country, in our government, a lot of time. I looking even on the word integrity. That is lacking in our leadership and good character. Because even at times we know that people want to go into leadership.
One moment, please, on leadership. One moment, please.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
3:15.
Both sides of a story.
Confidence in those who serve, especially in the public sector, is vital to Jamaica's progress towards Vision 2030 and beyond. Many people have quietly and diligently given sterling service over the years to the benefit of many Jamaicans at home and across the world. Power 106 FM, in playing its part in showcasing those individuals who served in building our nation and to create greater public understanding and appreciation of their sacrifice, presents the feature Service Stalwarts. Listen to Service Stalwarts every Wednesday at 4 p.m. during Both Sides of the Story with Dervan Malcolm, right here on Power 106 FM.
Both sides of a story.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. So from principle to purpose to people and now to leadership. You were moving on to leadership.
So Mr. Malcolm. I was saying that a lot of people want to go into leadership. Nothing wrong in that, but I believe that we want more leadership in people and not people going into leadership.
And as I was talking about even character, because if we have more character in leadership, we'll have a better country, a better people. Because a lot of us don't understand what is really true character. Because character is one, meaning one. Just like you have the letter one. In the sun it is one. And if rain fall on it, it still remain one. In the evening it is one. In the afternoon it is one. In the night it is one. So character mean one. So a lot of people, you can sometimes they say something, and then when they do, something again, you wonder if it's the same person. And when they act again, you really wonder if it's the same person.
Yes.
So in leadership, it really need a shaking up, and people need to be real and try to be themselves and not try to be other than. So that I want to say this afternoon, that a lot of, if we get to get a better nation, a better people, we have to have this good integrity and good character.
Yeah,
so that's what I just want to add this afternoon.
Yes, it gets really problematic when character when character is messed up one way or another.
Yes, and pretending as if you are when you are not. You're somebody else when you putting on a mask. You could say two hot under one head, two head under one hat. So that's what you need. So thank you very much, Mr. Malcolm. Have a good weekend.
You too. Thank you for the call. All the best.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye-bye. Take care. And here's another call coming in. This one from the listener who goes by the moniker Jamaica Love. Good afternoon, Jamaica Love. Go ahead, Jamaica Love.
Hello, Mr. Malcolm.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Yeah, I'm just trying to get you to my situation. I'm in the United States for 21 years, and I get a capacity that some people in the diaspora do not want to give them Jamaica citizens. And just in February, I've given my own, because when you look at your pension, your social security, when you get older, you got to give it up to get it, because they change the thing out there. As a green card holder, you only can receive your pension, your social security in the country. And so we looking to come home. You got to give up the right to get your money that you work. But they pay for you when you reach 65 to 66, 70. So that's where you go sometimes. You're holding on to Jamaica because we love Jamaica. We're born in Jamaica. But one more thing I have to say. What year when John Anderson bring the poll out and the PMP was leading by 8%. They were not in one poll for themselves. And we find out that the people are leading by 15. So they come now with this say you're going to be a Jamaican because, and then Master Samuda, born in England. So we don't know what's going on. But sometimes in life, that don't go. You come into America and if you want to come home, you got to be citizen, you get the money back in Jamaica. You get our green card and get no citizen money in Jamaica. You got to do the right. Right now, I'm waving. I'm still in Jamaica. I'm coming on too far. But I was 21 years. Straight two green card. But I got to give up. I'm coming home when I get older. I don't want to continue working in the cold. money that they pay for you. You have to listen. So that's where it goes on. You have to say, you have no care for people. That was one of them. When you realize that you got to wait for 74 years old, the government gives you your $10,000. And if you come home to Jamaica, you're going to get that 1,000 US or 700 US. You know, that's a lot of money back home. You know? So,
Well, whatever works for you.
yeah, that's where it goes. So, you know? And I realize even with Julia Catherine, I went to America, I love that girl so much. I feel like that's the only son going to Jersey.
I remember.
These people who come with them
No, but
talking so much crap.
people are free to vote for whoever they want to vote for.
I know, but I'm saying it comes like that. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. She goes what you want to go, but don't be a talk, you know. Like that's good for the country. And she's got a party, you just talking something that's something that you want to
But remember as well that our speech plays a part in unmasking us. Our actions also do likewise. Thank you. All the best to you too. Okay. Bye-bye. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, places all over the world. Someone was asking about the mishap on the runway at Norman Manley International Airport. The aircraft was reportedly damaged and collected some debris when it veered off the runway at Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston on Thursday night during heavy rain. So the story by Kimon Witter is an American Airlines flight from Miami veered off the runway at Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston on Thursday night during heavy rain. There were no reports of injuries to passengers or crew on flight AA 850. However, there was some damage to the aircraft and lights on the runway. At 9:30 last night, the aircraft landed in inclement weather. The investigation so far is that the aircraft veered off the side of the runway. There was damage to 2 runway edge lights, and the aircraft picked up some debris. From what we have known so far, it taxied to the ramp and the disembarked passengers normally. Something is missing here, but anyway, said Lieutenant Colonel Oscar Darby, chairman of the Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority. All right, so that's the person who asked about an update on that matter. Well, there's more information. Let's see. So, Lieutenant Colonel Oscar Darby, chairman of the Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority, said an investigation into the runway excursion is ongoing and the full extent of damage to the aircraft is being assessed. CEO of the separate group, Richard Pandui, who was a passenger on the American Airlines flight, said the landing was rough, but praised the pilot for her handling of the situation. All right, so we wish everybody well. All's well that ends well, as the expression goes. Let's continue the discourse here on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices. And let's see, taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5. And Richard Oldacre says, Mr. Malcolm, we read that already. There's another bit here. Mr. Malcolm, who re-elected the government? Didn't they abandon their positions? Or something intervened there? Or are they legitimate? It seems we have no opposition either. How could they not notice this? And Richard Oldacre goes on to say, it looked like a dolly house them a play. And this one here, Robert Seagray was asking again, any update on the American Airlines plane that skidded off the runway at Norman Manley International Airport recently? You know, now that I'm thinking, prompted by a couple of the instances in this incident, I'm recalling a flight. I'm thinking it was an AA flight as well, American Airlines, and there was a lot of rain. I'm remembering now, a whole lot of rain, and the turbulence was awful. And I think I fell asleep after a while and then got up wondering if what was left after that in terms of whatever I went through when I was sleeping. So there is something, well, let's give thanks. Let's give thanks as we continue with more after this break.
Help us protect Jamaica's borders. Tell us about any illegal guns coming through customs controlled areas. Call Crime Stop at 311. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
3:30. Work is a real good meat to eat. Roasted jacket, any way you do it. It have enough more protein than you think. Enough vitamins like what we system. Work is a real good meat to eat. Roasted jacket, any way you do it. Delicious, nutritious, it's full of heat. And this is the meat is sweet. Pork is a real good meat to eat. Jamaican pork, always a healthy choice. To taste your protein choice. A message from the Jamaica Pig Farmers Association.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm. We continue to take your calls, your comments, your questions, your issues on 876-922-4112-5, 876-922-4112-5, and the text line is the same as the WhatsApp number, 876-365-3346, 876-365-3346. And we should say welcome, or maybe I shouldn't, to a gentleman who is very involved in giving back to his country. But haven't verified yet whether he's on Jamaican soil or foreign soil. But we'll have a little chat with him when we're able to. But in the meantime, the Caribbean Film Festival 2024 is coming up. I think it's coming up. I don't think we missed it. And this Jamaicans are involved in this effort, the Caribbean Film Festival. And we want to spread the word across the diaspora. The Caribbean Film Festival, in partnership with the Queen's Alumni Atlanta chapter, under the patronage of the Honorary Consul for Barbados, the Honorable David Cutting, presenting the 2024 Caribbean Film Festival, celebrating Caribbean Heritage Month in the state of Georgia. The 28th and the 29th of June are two dates that you might want to pay attention to. Opening night, red carpet presentation, Friday, June 28th, 7 p.m. Admission $40 US, that is. And there's a cocktail hour which starts at 7. Let's go to the phone lines once again. 876-922-4112-5. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Afternoon, Dervan.
Good afternoon.
When will be the next defensive jamming course?
That's on Monday at the Jamaica Pegasus Kingston.
You can't come here, man. Everything was about Tom.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You come meet me there, man. Me play the middle island section.
Yeah.
And Mandeville is almost middle island too.
Mm-hmm.
But I heard a ridiculous price on the radio. What they say is the price?
$15,000.
What kind of something? So the 3 times I went and got it free. Anyway.
You did?
The 3 times I visited the thing we got it free. Anyway, it was a company business.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Free, what?
But somebody had to pay for it.
No?
No?
The company wants the workers to do their safe.
Okay.
But $15,000.
Mm-hmm.
They must be better that, man.
But if you there's a special, if you have, I'm not looking at it now, but if you have 10 or more people within your group, then you'll get a 10, I think it's a 10% discount or something like that. Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it's a modified American version or we develop our own.
No, man, this is an international standard.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm encouraging anybody who is still driving, and please encourage other people to go, and who has never seen it yet, go and take it in. Very important.
Mm-hmm.
Very important in this country. I want to say something before I go. And
sure.
Pedestrian.
Mm-hmm.
Pedestrian in this country.
Yes.
You think, you believe most of the time it's pedestrian fault?
No, I mean the whatever you think the fault is will come up in the investigation, in the evidence, and the investigation. So people are free to say anything. It happens all the time in terms of how people talk about these things, even if they weren't on the spot when it happened. What is key is the evidence to be able to come to a conclusion. And is causing it or not causing it.
Pedestrian, cycling, and motorbike. I think the drivers have respect for these streets of the people. Pedestrians, motorcycle, and motorbike. I saw pictures in the other countries. If a man is riding his bike and the speed limit is 30 miles an hour or 40, whatever, I don't know, 40 someplace else, whatever, they are not gonna overtake the bicycle man or the motorcycle because he's been 40 already.
Sorry.
If you're overtaking a person doing in a lane before you, riding his bicycle or his motorcycle before you, and he's doing 50, overtake him, you're breaking speed limit. You're all right.
On what? On a motorcycle?
Yes, but if he's doing this, it's 50, and you overtake him, that means that you're overspeeding. But in Jamaica culture now, they want to go in front of the bike man and the bicycle man all the time.
They've had to do some risky maneuverings as well. We've seen that.
Mm-hmm. So you overtake the man doing comfortable 50, and you have to pass it. And come back and slow down with the same.
And it's again, it's a reflection. I was talking earlier on about what comes out of your mouth and what it tells us about you, etc.
Yeah.
But it's also the same for how you use the road.
Yeah, exactly.
It does give us an idea of where you're at, so to speak.
Yes. And I'm not gonna excuse the bad man either because some of them they now they don't want to stay behind no character. They have to go in front. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So the world you want something want to change because the more people dying and see what people are going on. You know, it coming like some animal. It's a go on. No one people want to take care of everybody else. Just one, whatever it is. And no matter who.
Yeah, but I'm amazed. Sorry.
Told you, let me say, I was at a certain place, at a certain bank, and you when you stay there, you can see the man go through the traffic light and look. You see the police where the man is. So me say, this man afraid. I'm at a zip gun, over the speed limit, you know. And just because, and overtake the police and gone, you know. So me ask you, give me. The man is afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Me understand. I would never do that. Because the same way we just take it to the same time. Because probably the speed gun in their hands to matter of fact, we don't say anything because some things have to work out differently. Yeah. All right.
Thank you for the call.
Okay.
Take care. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Paro 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. And taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5, 876-922-4112-5. The text line, same as the WhatsApp number, 876-365-3346, 876-365-3346. This is Barbara Hart. She says, blessed good afternoon, Sir Dervan, to you and all of our diaspora right across the globe. I just want to say to each and every one of our diaspora, thank you for keeping Jamaica on top. Their remittances has far past our tourist industry system. 7.1 billion to the tourist system of let me see if I can understand. Let's back up a bit. I just want to say to each and every one of our diaspora, thank you for keeping Jamaica on top. Their remittances have far passed our tourist. Do you mean the tourist number? I would imagine that's what you mean. The funds that come from the doing business with the tourists, so to speak. And she's telling us as well that this is tourist industry system 7.1 billion to the tourist 0.5 billion. Would love to see the source of this data. I think maybe something is missing here and there, but so we can't necessarily quote from that right now. We have to get it from the source. And thanks again for allowing me on your wall, says Barbara Hart. Thank you very much. And let's keep those messages coming in. 876-922-411225. 876-922-411225. And the text line, same as the WhatsApp number, 876-365-3346. 876-365-3346. Let's see if we can share with you some additional information here. The 1938, we're going back to 38. The governor of Jamaica, Sir Edward Denham, that's why we have a place called Denham Town, died in the Kingston Public Hospital. That was 1938. He was buried at sea on the following day. Sir Edward Denham was succeeded by Mr. Arthur Richards, who arrived in Jamaica on August 19. Bit of Jamaican history there. Let's take the break and come back.
Knowledge is power. Class is in session. Power 106. You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
3:45.
We grew up as my granny, I save our money under our mattress. But it's a old time something. That's where I save my money in the bank. And become a wife, buy a little house, but also save in a building society. We have to be smart. We always save our money.
So, what if the bank crash?
Well, that's where GDIC comes in. Let me tell you something. With the GDIC deposit insurance scheme, once you save your money in a commercial bank, merchant bank, or building society, your deposit is covered up to a maximum of $1.2 million per depositor per financial institution if the institution fails. All the information that you need is available at GDIC.org, and you can follow their social media platform for more information. GDIC, protecting deposits for you and me.
Are you looking for a powerful platform to promote your business in North America or the UK? Look no further than The Gleaner. Reach the diaspora and ignite brand awareness through our geo-targeted publications. Call 876-922-3400 or your Gleaner representative to explore the available options and book your ads. Or email us at advertising@gleanerjm.com. Actualize your brand's potential today with The Gleaner, where life unfolds.
Turn my life on. Say the deal's already made. Now I understand that.
Now, earlier this afternoon, someone called and was talking about journalists as opposed to broadcasters and so on and so forth. And I found a story from 1970. Prime Minister Hugh Shearer told delegates attending the Commonwealth Broadcasting Conference taking place at the Sheraton Kingston Hotel that he has observed that journalists and television teams come to Jamaica and select those pockets of poverty and other problems which also exist in their countries and present them as those aspects of life in our country which titillates the interest of their domestic audiences. He says they act as special judges of developing countries and do not, with the same glee, broadcast their own social sores. Let's thought I'd share that. Let's go back to the phone lines, 876-922-4112-5. Thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
Greetings, King.
Greetings.
How is everything?
We're giving thanks. And you?
Well, I'm here giving thanks, but not only thanks. I'm giving thanks in life, love, strength, and everything. But I see the flu season going on in Jamaica, and a lot of people are come down with flu and cold and these things and fever and these things. So I want the public, he's a herbal physician, which is King Yashua, where the natural herb, and the one will restore your immune system.
Well,
so my advice to all the little children, them and the parents who have the children, them and they have the cold and things. The leaf of life, warm.
Well, let's tell our listeners though that this we don't. No, it's not. Yes, and for the most part, we know what those are. For the most part, if you're Jamaican. Yeah, but hold on. By all means, well, we can't tell you what to choose and what to have and what to use and so on and so forth. But we can't have that kind of what they call ambush marketing. Perhaps you could think of organizing something else somewhere else, but we can't just open the door for those announcements.
And if the children, them instead of put them up in the public hospital and wait for doctor for hours, and they can't get through. Children have toothache, teething, and baby have teething and run that doctor with diarrhea. When simple thing is there, we just give them some natural advice. We're not trying to stop them market and their drugs for them sell. No. You know, a lot of Dervan, I don't know if you have kids. One of the worst things is pack up, go for children hospital and see the children, them have cried. See simple belly pain, toothache, griping, fever, diarrhea, and all these simple things. But parents could have their home look after.
Yeah, but that has to be done. That in and of itself has to be done within a structure.
Well, okay, organize a program to the way we can be able to teach the people them and help them. Because we don't like to see what them are live. Because Jamaican people spend thousands and thousands of dollars in hospital to medication and I help them. Is that make sense? So, coconut oil, boil the coconut oil and fire out garlic tonight. You go to the cold out of the lung. Simple as that.
Once again, we don't profess to be professionals by any stretch of the imagination in sharing this kind of information. So
conspiracy, evil, and conflict of interest we see as one in the country, in the House of Parliament. When we look and see the two parties decide to pay Jamaican 15,000 Jamaican a week, and they have to pay tax outside, they have to pay bus fare, lunch money, kids to go to school, no graduation time will come up. How many parents have to go find graduation money now to get them to graduate? Uniform expensive, clothes expensive, food expensive, and there's no party. Who is the person them supposed to? Where's the union for the workers of Jamaica country? We're supposed to stand up for their right. Because if you get 15,000 Jamaican dollars a week, and then when you're done, you have to pay bus, your tax, food, rent to pay light, your water, partner to show, who them must survive with that river? Please, give me a reason how can Jamaicans survive and live in the condition and the way they live in. This is not how a country is supposed to live. This is not how a country is supposed to be, you know. A country like Jamaica country where everything, water, look at water, Jamaica has well, river, more than any other country in the world, and Jamaica have water problem because of government that dealing with these things do not consider these citizens of the country. They just consider themselves and as them and them friend of water. Take the other people them. And it can't work. You know what rice Jamaica used to plant and do well there? We don't have mangoes down a 3 mile. We don't have food throughout Jamaica. And all of these wells just come up. And then water commission don't come and use the same water now and I charge the citizens them an arm and a leg. Most people now work to pay only for water rate, light bill, and all these things. And government supposed to be responsible for those things, mister. The government of the country supposed to make sure the citizens them get good salary. Jamaican, most of them are working less than 100 US a week. Less than 200, let's put it, less than 200 US a week. 3/4 of them are work. How can that help me have 6 freaking to go to school? Some of them are 5. Some of them are young babies. All these things must be, how can Jamaica overcome crime, poverty? And can't, everything is here. Everything is here if the politicians come together and decide to give Jamaica a $30,000 salary, believe, or a 25 to start them off. It's good. But you have to give them a $15,000 and tell them it's a 15% increase. But it's not out of the budget it's coming from. It's out of the employer's pocket. So all these money where they collect for tax and these and things, taxi and bus driver and all these people are suffered because of the amount of tickets where they have to pay a roadside and a daily basis. And the little money where they work is just to go pay a ticket. So how they must survive? There's nobody to stand up for them. How they are going to live when they finish to school and can't go? When they get graduation, school money to pay and they can't pay. There's something in our country now like big man. Look for a loaf of bread. When you look at one loaf of bread, sell for around $30. No, one loaf of bread that can go to $500, $600, up to $1,000. It all depends on the loaf of bread. So, if the people of Jamaica can go through some separation, the union will stand up for the workers of Jamaica. Because when you're the Prime Minister, say $1,000 more for security guard pay. You say $1,000? So, how can $1,000 make a difference, mister? How we can help them? To do what? He can't even pay a bus fare for the week. He can't even buy lunch for 2 days. So, how the $1,000 increase for the security pay will help Jamaica? How the other 2,000 for the regular and normal person will have to pay 3 bus fare a day, 5 days a week, sometimes 3,000 and 4,000 a bus fare alone. And they have to eat lunch out of 7,000 out of 15. I know we keep this that. And the two sides of the Prime Minister, neither the opposition and the other one can't say it one. Nobody can see it one. No member of the House of Parliament can't say it one. And that is not how unlivable we are. That's why teachers run away from Jamaica. Police, doctor, nurse, everybody can want a better salary. And Jamaican people can get better salary. Everything is here. Everything is here in order for people and can benefit from it. Look about gold and fine at Clarendon. And these people at Clarendon
really
benefit from all these treachery that find here. Everything.
When did that happen?
So you remember when PJ was in our politics? When there was a gold mine, they finding our place in Clarendon.
All right, we're gonna have to. I think we've provided you with more than enough platform to express yourself, and you have used it to the fullest extent. So we're going to wrap it now. Okay. Thank you for the call. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5, 876-922-4112-5. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling. Hello.
Afternoon, Dervan.
Good afternoon.
Greetings in the mighty name of the King Jesus Christ. You know, let me tell me something. When I listen to you in the introductory part of the program, you speak French and Spanish. Have you ever considered being an ambassador to one of consulate France or Spain? You do it so effectively, efficiently?
Well, I try.
Yes.
I've been.
Congratulations and possibilities.
Thank you.
Well, greetings to all the listeners, especially from that district in Hanover called Kapoon Castle. That's where I'm calling from.
Dervan,
Mm-hmm.
I can hear the gut grievances of the previous caller, and I will associate that to another issue as I go along. Now, pertaining to Dr. Christopher Tufton's fall, many people might regard it as an accident, or a misfortune, or a mishap. But you know, I interpret it in a different way. It is a struggle, a conflict between Christ and Satan. And that mishap was a collision of the both conflict. Satan attack uses his agent to attack Dr. Tufton. And Christ might have allowed it to happen for a particular reason. His suffering was minor, not critical nor tragic, give thanks. But if you look at the individual that caused the problem, he's a criminal.
We don't know what you're talking about, and we're not going to go there with you. All right, so let's move on.
Second interpretation of this particular incident.
All right, let's move on. Hello. Oh, let's take the break and come back.
And gangsters in the yard. Here don't the wars come easy. There don't the peace from hard.
At Wellington Dental, they offer cleaning, filling, whitening, and other services for the entire family. The time by Wellington Dental is
4 o'clock. Jamaica invites its global family to a momentous homecoming June 16 to 19 for the 10th Biennial Jamaica Diaspora Conference in beautiful Montego Bay. Join us for a cultural immersion, network, and do business as you explore innovative solutions for nation building. Plan to attend. Your insight, voice, and presence matter. Register at diasporaconferenceja.eventbrite.com. The 10th Biennial Jamaica Diaspora Conference, united for Jamaica's transformation, fostering peace, productivity, and youth empowerment. Convened by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. Still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. Taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5. And the text line, same as the WhatsApp number, 876-365-3346. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Good afternoon, my professor, Mr. Dervan Malcolm.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to your listeners and your valuable callers. Mr. Malcolm.
Yes, sir.
With due respect, sir, when are you going to have a customer appreciation day so that people like me can shake our hand and tell you in front of your face there? Thank you very much for hosting this show, this program. And I really appreciate the good job that you did. When you're going to link us up so that we have a meet and greet and eat?
That's a good question.
That would be a good gesture, don't you think, a customer appreciation day?
Yeah, well, it would be good. I mean, it's not what we're about in terms of, some people might look at it differently.
Well, you're promoting entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What is entrepreneurship, Mr. Malcolm, in your opinion?
That's having the capacity and the tenacity and the state of mind of a go-getter. So making things happen.
Oh, I like how you use this word, go-getter.
Yes.
What's the difference between a go-getter and a gold digger, in your opinion, Mr. Malcolm?
Well, one has questionable.
Which one?
the gold digger has questionable motive.
Questionable motive. Could you elaborate a little bit more, please, sir?
They're on a different plane.
Or they come to thief you, would you let's say it that way?
Yes.
Come to rob and hit and run.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hit and run. And the go getter.
Well, the goal getter gets things done and has the skill to create his or her own opportunities.
I like the definition. Mr. Malcolm, do you know why the earth lives so long? Hello?
It's a function of it's a function of an exercise which keeps on going and is kept going by nature and people.
Yes, and you know what I found out this week?
What's that?
The reason why the earth lives so long is because it shares and cares what it has.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right, the go-getter, don't a wife. When you're married to a lady and she becomes Mistress Carter or Mistress Malcolm, don't you have a contract you and I sign, Mr. Malcolm?
Well, your language is quite titillating.
I don't understand that word, Professor.
No, it's the way you say it. But no, let's move it along.
Mr. Malcolm,
yes.
Don't a wife is more important than a girlfriend or a spouse in today's world, don't you think?
No, it actually boils down to the individual, you know, who the individual is and the choices that individual makes.
I see your point, because what I'm looking at now, you see, is that they are telling us, let me tell you something, let me tell you a news that is going across the globe now. They are telling the world that the national debt is the public debt. When you add up all the debt that the countries owe in the world,
that's 90-something trillion, I think.
Thank you, Professor. 97 trillion that countries owe.
Mm-hmm.
And there's approximately 198 countries in the world that they recognize.
Mm-hmm.
And all of them owe money. How you explain that? How the government them owe money and this debt that they build up, but you don't have enough money on the earth to pay it back because they have more debt than cash. So how are we going to sustain our existence against all the background that enough children not being born? You don't think we have to farm ourselves in more meaningful relationship so that we can tackle this thing from a go-getter point of view, Mr. Malcolm?
Well, absolutely. We should have long been taking a studied approach.
A studied approach?
Mm-hmm.
I like how you phrase it, you know. And some know say you're brilliant, you know, Mr. Malcolm. And Mr. Malcolm, you know that Jamaica's problem that we have socially, financially, or otherwise cannot be solved slowly by money.
That's right.
I wonder if the people them know that. And everybody should go for their money or for NCB bank, the money not there in the people.
Well,
and if you decide so you want the money out of the bank today, pay police and soldier, you have to come and put you out of the bank, you know. Do we really understand what's going on in the world? Nobody is there to teach the population about these intricacies, Mr. Malcolm, as much as some radio station may try.
Yeah.
Mr. Malcolm?
Yeah, well, we have to, for those of us who know enough and care enough, we have to take others along with us.
Yes, because you're going to have, with the state of the world now, you're going to have a lot of mass migration, a lot of people in Europe going to want to come back home to Jamaica, come back home to the Caribbean. And I don't think most countries in the Caribbean is ready for that influx. With the state of the social problem that we're having in this country, Mr. Malcolm.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to do something about it fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I noticed is that there's nobody to teach the people about how they are connected and the reason why they need to unite and cut down the crime and try and have more meaningful relationship so that children can grow up and born and continue the fight, because it's going to affect a lot of things in Mr. Malcolm.
Without a doubt.
And one of the main things that this birth rate going to affect is pension, Mr. Malcolm. Pension,
Mm-hmm. Well, we might have to prioritize. And
yeah, but it just shows that government policies need to be revisited, and the whole constitutional reform need to be fast tracked. A lot of things, a lot of work in Jamaica to be done, Mr. Malcolm. Lots of work.
It's leadership. There's what's his name? Was it Drucker? Peter Drucker.
Peter Drucker, yeah.
Who said, oh gosh, it's sometimes these quotes when you need them most. Yeah, but he said, those who seek to lead but fail to manage will become either dangerous, will become dangerous not just to themselves, but to society. Those who seek to lead but fail to manage.
Yeah, because Mr. Malcolm, one of the failure of the TNP and the JLP is that they imagine after slavery and they know what happened in slavery. And even after the Morante Rebellion and the Sam Sharp Rebellion, they still failed to unite the Jamaican people around a common cause. Which common cause is the Jamaican people united around? Which one?
Well, they'll tell you that they managed to get the economy on a level of stability. This is what they've said. Go ahead.
There's a ripple right now in the financial sector since the SSL court case, where all the people who the government sent in from the FSC to do all of those investigations, all of those documents now I'm finding.
No, that's quite questionable. That's quite questionable what has apparently happened.
Questionable?
Mm-hmm.
Why you say questionable, Mr.
Malcolm? Well, you could say we're being generous.
No, but Mr. Malcolm, apart from this radio station, you see, there's no other radio station in Jamaica that is fleshing out the mathematics and the economics and the figures to the Jamaican people. None. By the way, today was the CXC maths paper one in the Caribbean. 60 maths question without a calculator. How many people out here listening to this program could sit down for 1.5 hours and do 60 maths question without a calculator, Mr. Malcolm? A maths paper that is laced with algebra and consumer arithmetic and function and trigonometry. How many Jamaicans do you think can do that across the Caribbean?
Yeah, well, surely that is encouragement for us and a reminder of what we can do and what we can achieve and our potential.
But the maths that these children practice in school, it's not manifested on the ground for them, Mr. Malcolm. And let me leave you with this. Look at the rubbish. Did you know that right now, somewhere in Jamaica, there's a group of university people, there's a group of government people who is planning to create an economy in Jamaica around rubbish. Economy, yeah. And where do you think the money going to come from to finance that company, that private sector company that is going to be formed within the next 6 months, in my opinion? Where do you think the money going to come from for them to organize rubbish, garbage disposal properly in Jamaica? Where do you think the money going to come from?
Essentially from the consolidated fund.
How do you think it's going to reach into the consolidated fund? It's going to come through taxes, you know, Mr. Malcolm. Property taxes, you know. Then look here now, then there's everybody now. There's those children who go into the maths class and go into them home and know mathematics. Don't you think concepts like Pythagoras theorem that tell you that the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides, and get that teamwork spirit organized in a community and a street and clean up the rubbish? You think government would have to go in a consolidated fund that much to fund a private company so that some man can live some big life up Cherry Garden and Beverly Hills for the rubbish of Kingston? Mr. Malcolm?
Yeah, it's one of those situations that have dogged us for some years now, and we're still in it.
How come so much people when I go up to Long Mountain behind Beverly Hills, and I go up there and I go into 4 hours to work in Long Mountain, and if the 4 people them want to talk to the helper them who carry your coffee and your biscuit come give you, and Mr. Carter, you want some coffee and biscuit, sir? And I said, thank you, miss. And when she come to me, I said, miss, why you treat me so good? Where are you from? She said she live in Waterhouse. The house she up in up a Long Mountain. I take care of people, please, and I deal with kids so good. I live in Waterhouse.
One moment, please. One moment. Coming back to you in a moment. One moment.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
4:15.
Conrad Douglas and Associates Limited and its subsidiary Environmental Science and Technology Limited, the leading environmental management consultancy firm in Jamaica for over 38 years, joins in celebrating World Environment Day 2024 under the theme Land Restoration, Desertification and Drought Resilience. CDA Tech operates by their slogan statements: quality service at its best and science and technology for sustainable development. Call them at 876-929-8824 or visit 14 Carvalho Drive, Kingston 10. Advertisers, do you have a unique product or service for that fabulous wedding? Book your ads in the Flair Island Wedding Edition by June 17. Call your sales representative or 876-932-6020 today and book your spot in the Flair Island Wedding Edition. Don't miss it.
He's already made. Now I stand and watch when it all comes down.
Thanks for holding, Mr. Carter. You were talking about Waterhouse, no? The woman and
people who providing the service, the security service, the gardener service, the landscaping service, the housekeeping service in Long Mountain. Most of them come from our inner cities. So the skill set is there. So why we can't enhance it? Who's getting paid to coordinate the people to enhance to perform the same security service in Long Mountain, in Arnett Gardens, in Waterhouse, Mr. Malcolm?
well, if the people and the area are fundamentally deprived, it's going to always be a rat race.
Deprived.
Mm-hmm.
Deprived. What does deprived mean? My mother don't even know the word deprived mean. Let you talk, make she hear, Mr. Malcolm.
Lacking lacking what is essential or necessary.
So why them don't have it?
Socioeconomic reasons.
Social and economic reason.
Socioeconomic, yeah.
You know, me realize, Mr. Malcolm, I never leave you with this. You see, the gold digger, a gold digger don't like see when you're happy. When you see the go-getter help build, you hear?
Mm-hmm.
Most of our politicians who have led this country from 1962 are gold diggers. And I don't want nobody out there no apology. Thanks for sharing, Mr. Malcolm. Keep warm.
Thank you.
Dry.
Thank you. You do
Mr. Malcolm,
likewise.
you are one of the brightest men on radio.
I'm humbled by your comments.
I'm telling you that.
Thank you for the call. All the best. Take care. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm.
Good afternoon.
To the point. There are a number of patients attending the eye clinic hospitals in Jamaica, only to find out that on the point of readiness, the hospital do not have the machines to do the operation. I speak of a condition of the eye called retinal detachment. My experience going to the KPH of 5-6 months, only to be told at the end of that time by the attending consultant ophthalmologist that the machine, there's no machine at the hospital. I was referred to UII with my gladness and hope that there is a machine there. I was given an appointment on 2 occasions. I'm leaving from a district in Hanover, 266 miles return per trip. And when I got to the UII, only to be told that there is no machine there. It has broken down, I'm told, for 18 months now. My first referral to Corner Regional was directed to KPH because the machine in Corner Regional has been broken down for 2 years. And when I get to KPH, hoping that I am at a point where there's going to be some attending and treatment with what they call a laser operation to attend to that condition, only to be told that there is no machine there. Sent down to university, there's no machine there. Conventional machine has been done for 2 years. KPH, I'm not sure how long, and university hospital for 18 months. How do you have a patient coming from Hanover to Kingston, back and forth, only to be told that there is no machine? Now I call upon the Ministry of Health and the Minister in particular to attend to these machines so that the persons, the patients who have this condition, what we call retinal detachment, can have a public treatment from these available machines. The machines are right there in the hospital, not using because they are broken down. And guess what happened now? Your alternative is to ask the attending consultant, what do I do next? And they will tell you that there are 3, well, I count it down to 3 because whenever I request of it, I get 3 particular names. I'm not going to call the names, sir. Am I not? Is that good?
Yeah.
I'm not going to call the names. But they have their own practices with their machines in their offices waiting for you to call them, make an appointment that you can pay millions of dollars to get the treatment that the machine in the public hospital can do, but are broken down. No, and behavior and oversight of the Minister of Health or the ministry in total. It's undermining the integrity of the country. These numerous patients who sacrifice to go so far to get their treatment and want to be told that the machines in the hospitals are broken down. What if there was no?
But this is where accountability comes in now. Who has responsibility to do what, when, where, and how, so that you wouldn't have the kind of back and forth thing that you've had to undergo, as opposed to being able to identify from a particular unit within the offices, or a particular set of principles that ensures that people are not deprived of the services, and that we don't treat them like, well, whatever, etc.
The responsibility I figure, Mr. Dervan, is from the Ministry of Health. And it falls right on the lap of the Minister of Health. The appointment you get is an encouragement to come again, because we are progressing in the treatment and we are ready to waiting to use the machine. I was given that hope that the machine, all I have to do is keep coming, take the treatment until the eye is ready for the machine. And all but to find out that I am told, yes, your eye looks ready for the machine to go. When I said, so do you have machine here? No. They're going to send you on to University Hospital. And when I get to University Hospital, only to find out after the second consultation, after a lot of questions, about 18 questions, I'm told the machine is done for 18 months. Isn't there no connection between the hospitals to say what is not working or what is absent?
Well, I was about to ask you, what was the last thing you were told?
Exactly, the machine is done for 18 months. And that's in April. I've been attending the KPH from October, and encouraged to come again and to come again. And I'm going, trying to bless my son. He has to take the day off to take me 260 miles per day to go to Kingston. At one point when I get to Kingston, Saturday from 5 o'clock in the morning, I was called and gladly go, only to find out that the doctor can see no more persons after 11 o'clock.
Wow.
That's sad. The experience has cut me hard, seriously. If there were no X-ray machines in the hospitals, Mr. Dervan, it would take Mr. Tufton a private visit to another doctor to go get. But isn't that a sad story? All I'm saying that I've done X-rays available for him to do his diagnosis, but there is no machine in the hospital to take care of the individuals who have to take several trips with the hope of getting a treatment from a laser machine that's only to be told in the end that there's no machine that's happening. There's no machine. Cornwall Regional, 2 years. KPH, I don't know how long. And when I finally got to UWI, with all that hope in mind, to be told that 18 months ago the machine is done, and you are being told to come again, come again, come again. Now that's bad. Cut my heart deeply on these 2 occasions that I have been heartbroken from the lack thereof, or the privity or the irresponsibility of who has the charge to get these machines ready for these people who are attending the eye clinic for so long and going to be told that you have to go back home, there's no machine there, or the machine is broken now. I am sad, and it's a sad situation in Jamaica that this is I call him my minor, because when I asked to attend the consultants at KPH, haven't you written to the minister? Yes, we have, several occasions. But there's nothing done. So what must they do? But to resort to the private practice and who can come. Who can afford it come. But the large majority of the Jamaican public is deprived from the simple treatment of a defective machine or defective machine.
We're really sorry to hear of your plight.
Thank you for your sympathy, but I am calling on the Minister of Health to look into this matter. Get that laser machine up. The hospitals, the major hospitals in Jamaica, do not have these hospitals. Do not have these machines. Corner Regional doesn't have one. That's what they have statistics of the Western parishes. KPH has none. One of the next major hospital in Jamaica, and then you think you go to Corner to the university now. You're graduating of university thinking that, well, you're at last, I'm going to get some attention. No machine. It's awful. It's a machine that is effectively used to treat retinal detachment. And all these other specialists who consult in their hospitals have their own machines in their offices. And some of them do work at the university hospitals where they look after, where they consult with patients with this problem. But they can't utilize the machines that are at the hospital, but they want to be referred to them to their public hospital, to their private hospital. It's a shame.
And maybe that setup perhaps needs to be re-examined.
Mr. Dervan, I would even interpret think that there's a conspiracy going on there. But I'm sorry that is offensive to you and your station. But to me, it seems to be a conspiracy. These private practitioners have their machines in their offices, and the public hospitals do not have it, or have it but it's defective. And you are steered to these private practitioners to get the treatment done for millions of dollars. Thank you for listening, sir.
I'm sorry to hear once again of your plight. But, encouraged by the fact that we can provide a platform for you to express yourself.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thanks for the call.
Get to talk directly to the minister at some point in time. But I'm calling upon him, if his office or himself is here in this place, to get the machines for the retinal detachment, laser operation functional and get ready. And to get them done. Months after month after month, patients are backlogged to come to keep coming for treatment, keep coming for treatment, with the hope that there's a machine prepared.
Speaking of backlog, we have a backlog of calls and we're up on the break. But thank you very much for the call, the circumstances notwithstanding. And please call again.
Yes, I will.
Okay, take care.
You're listening to Pearl 106 FM. The time is now
4:30.
Are roads a major concern? What about those drains that are in need of repair or cleaning? Who's responsible for repairing my road and when will it be done? Join us this and every Tuesday morning at 8 during Morning Agenda as we travel on our roads with the National Works Agency and get answers to these and other concerns. You're welcome to visit their website at www.nwa.gov.jm. See the tender notices link for projects to be undertaken. You may also call them toll-free at 1-888-429-5NWA. That's 1-888-429-5692. Or follow them on Twitter at NWA_.
Afternoon, Steve.